Hi, this is Trey Passion. Welcome to my review of Justice League: The New Frontier. This is based on the graphic novel by Darwin Cook, and this is basically about the Justice League forming. And story takes place in the 1950s, during like the Cold War era, like right after the Korean War, and there's a lot of paranoia going on. Government worried about the heroes and stuff, and the government is actually keeping an eye on the heroes and stuff. And this is basically the story about these three new characters that come along. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and the Flash. Of course, you also have, of course, Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman as current heroes right now. Again, like I said, the government is keeping an eye on them. There's a lot of paranoia going on. Okay, at the time, a lot of real world events happened throughout this, and that's okay. That's what makes it. I never heard about the miniseries, about the graphic novel about until I saw this movie, and then there's a lot of good information about the miniseries and the after credits, special edition, the extras in this. It tells you more about Darwin Cook and how he came to write the story. But the story as it is, first of all, like I said, it's a throwback to the like I said late 1950s, early 60s in this, and you get a lot of the familiar characters in this. And like I said, there's a big threat. The government is keeping their eye on the heroes, and there's a lot of heroes that have to be kind of undercover. I think Batman is currently hiding out because there's scrutiny on him and stuff, and Superman is supposedly working with the government, thinking they're good, and Wonder Woman is she's sort of jaded at the government and stuff, and doesn't really believe in them and stuff. And you have into all of this, like I said, you bring in a new character, Hal Jordan, and the Flash, Barry Allen, and also Martian Manhunter, and they all come together because there's this big threat that's coming from space, and they have to basically come together. And what I really liked about it is they get the time period right with the attitude, and they actually mix real world events in within it. And I think that was a large part of the graphic novel as well. And they do a really good job of this. And I like the voice talent in this. You have David Rannus, he plays who's Angel in the TV show. He plays Hal Jordan. Okay, you have Miguel Ferrer, he plays the Martian Manhunter. You got Neil Patrick Harris, who plays the Flash. You got Lucy Lawless as Wonder Woman. You got Kyle MacLachlan as Superman, and you have Jeremy Sisko as Batman. And like I said, you basically get the origin of Hal Jordan. Okay, the Flash is already a hero who's trying to, try to be low key, trying to help, but being low key. And then you got Superman that's actually working for the government, and like I said, Wonder Woman who's jaded at this point and doesn't really trust the government. Same thing as Batman. He's basically a fugitive, and he's hiding out from the government. And they all have to come together. And Martian Manhunter is new to the planet, of course, and he's basically undercover as John Jones trying to help. And of course, he's aware of the threat that's coming as well. And they all have to really come together and overcome prejudice, and the paranoia and stuff that the government is out to get everybody and stuff, and they have to come together to face a bigger threat. And like I said, the animation is absolutely beautiful in this. I like the voice work, and I like the story as well. The story is, I think, done really well, and it makes me want to read the graphic novel as well, because I think they did a really good job in the 75 minutes this movie is done. It's really well done, and I definitely highly recommend it. Just the New Frontier. Like I said, they have a ton of extra things in the back, and they tell you more about Darwin Cook, the person, the artist, and stuff, and how he came up with the story and stuff, and you know his career and all that stuff. And it's really good extras in this, and it's definitely worth watching. So I definitely give this Justice League: The New Frontier. I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I definitely highly recommend it, and I definitely want to get the graphic novel that it's based on, because I really enjoyed this a lot. Again, it's a period piece, but it's really done really well. And again, the art is great. I think the voice talent is great, and I like the story as well. I think it's all combination. All of it comes together really good, and I definitely highly recommend it. So anyway, let me know what you think of Justice League: The New Frontier. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. If you like this review, hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. The link is below. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.